Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic will be what is art? So let's get into the video. I've already recorded the audio for this video once and then found out after I recorded 15 minutes of me talking and a couple of edits, the microphone I was using was not working. So I get to record this all over again. So the topic I am using today for this video came to my head while I was sitting in class, very bored. The visual video will be of me designing my June bullet journal. So basically, I had the topic idea in my head. So I did a little bit of Googling for this video. And obviously the first search result that comes up when you look into what is art is the definition. And that definition is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form, such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. General consensus that art is the conscious creation of something beautiful or meaningful, using skill and imagination. The definition and perceived value of works of art have changed throughout history, and in different cultures, the variation branches of creative activity, such as painting, music, literature, and dance, are generally perceived as art. Now, for this video, just so I can narrow it down a little bit, I will just be talking about visual stuff. Obviously, a lot of this will also apply to other mediums, but I am talking about visual stuff. And my main question was,
My main question is
bullet journaling. Does my bullet journaling count as art? And do doodles count as art? So basically, I was thinking is how far does the creative expression actually stretch? Because there's also obviously the visual part of it, not just the expressive part of it, and also expressive stuff isn't always very visually appealing. I know a lot of the stuff I make is kind of ugly. Um, Obviously, not the stuff I post on social media all the time, but more just the stuff I have at home. So my second step was, well, what do other artists think of this topic? Most people apparently think that it's absolutely mundane and just a stupid question anyway, and why does it matter? Which, I mean, fair. But I got two people to reply to my little post I put on Instagram. One of them's a close friend, and I'm not going to be saying names just in case they don't want me to. I didn't actually ask. I probably should have. But basically, my friend said, I would define art by the emotion behind it, not just the accuracy of it. So this quote, I'm assuming, is talking about more realism as in art, and how that's not the only thing that can be art, and art needs the expressive part of it, which I think is quite a good definition, as in I don't think just visual stuff should be considered art, because sometimes art can be ugly, and I think more people should get used to that, because I know that this has never happened personally to me, but I know that some people receive comments saying that they shouldn't call themselves artists because that person doesn't like their style or things along those lines, which I think is just stupid, because art should be visual, but everyone has different, like, and also sometimes your emotions aren't pretty. And if art is an expression of your emotions and you're not feeling great, then the stuff you shouldn't force yourself to create stuff that looks great when you don't feel great. That was a little tangent. The other reply I got was from a person I know from an art group chat that I have, and I'm in. And they said, I define art as anything that is expressive, that is an expression of the complex human mind. As in, we try to realize complex things like visualization, interpretation, and emotions through some sort of medium spoken word, visual, dancing, music, etc. Um, so that was what I got from my followers. So I did a little bit more Googling and I got into a discussion of, is graffiti considered art? Because I felt this was the closest thing I could get to doodles. And graffiti, also known as street art, defines paintings or words written in public spaces. Some call this form of expression vandalism, while others identify it as a form of art. But are those words art? Because they're not really visual. I don't really consider the words visual. I guess like writing poetry, etc. That is art, but is it the art I'm talking about here? I don't think so. But it is an expression, so I guess it kind of is art. Obviously, graffiti is also legal in some places. Just saying. Line two. Doodling is the art to which you do without even thinking when your mind is occupied elsewhere. So, Wikipedia, the great saviour, seems to think that doodling is a form of art. But it's not aesthetic. It doesn't have that visual part of art. And if you're mindlessly doodling, it's not really expressive either. Well, not of your conscious mind anyway. So, is that art? I don't know. I don't know if it even matters, but I thought it was interesting, so I'm going to talk about it. And scribbles, are scribbles abstract art? Is abstract art in the way of shapes and colours, is that still art? Should that be considered art? I mean, because I don't see much expression in it, but in like the very simple stuff. I do like vaguely abstract art though. But would I know that some people might see expression in that and that might be important for them. So I guess that is art. So I from Googling all this and my very limited amount of research, because I am a bit lazy, what I figured out is that it shouldn't matter and that the definition of words for lots of things will be vague and different for every person. And the main reason I decided to do this anyway is so I have an interesting thing to talk about and to look into, because I get a bit bored talking about what I'm doing on screen because you can see that. And that's why you clicked on the video I'm doing, so you can see what I'm doing. But I also did not finish my poem from last video, so I can't really read that out, what I've been doing. So I thought talking about whether this is art, like are my videos art and are my bullet journals art? And yes, I am aware that it's not actually a bullet journal. There's no dots and stuff. It's a lined notebook, but I use it as a bullet journal, so I don't care. But is that art? Because there's not really much expression behind it. I'm not expressing anything. I just pick like popular or aesthetic looking themes that I like, and I paint them. And I don't using particular skill either, which is one of the definitions that was there. So it wouldn't come under that. It's aesthetic, I guess. Sometimes it doesn't end up being aesthetic. It's kind of just creative, I guess. But since I'm copying from major themes, I don't think this is creative either. I don't know what this would be considered. I guess it's a craft, but is it really art? And does it matter? Uh, my main reason why I'm slightly, I don't know, main reason why I'm thinking about this is because my channel and my Instagram, they're both called Love to Make Art, but I haven't made a video about actual art in ages. Do my bullet journals count as art, or is my title name, my channel name, completely irrelevant now? If you have an answer, please tell me down in the comments. I would love to know what your opinion is. Um, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to hear my mindless rambling about a topic that I researched 20 minutes ago, um, please tell me. If not, you can also tell me, and I will go back to reading slightly pointless poems instead. Um, so, see you guys next video. Goodbye!